And welcome back to the channel. This is a video, or what might be a series of videos that I've been putting off for a while because it's a pain to do this stuff, but let me teach you how to fix your doors. And by fix your doors, I simply mean the things on the inside of them that tend to wear down and break after what, 2 decades that the youngest car is now. So I'll just get started. I've got a table here full of things that I'm going to end up using, from window motors to window motor fixed plates to wiring kits that make the window motors better, and including guides and different things because my doors are trash. I've already opened this side up, but what was happening was when I'd shut the door, you'd hear the window flap around, and that's for 2 reasons. So this guy's already open. One of those reasons is, and I'll flip it around and get some close-ups, but this guide was broken, and the thing that holds the window in place is also broken inside. So I'm going to flip it around and show you a few of the things that I have problems with so that you know how to fix them as well, and then we'll get started fixing them. Okay, so here's the first issue I was telling you about. Here's what a normal guide looks like. Got a nice piece of carpet here. When the window comes up, it keeps it in place. Mine has tape on it because these guys like to break. So, I mean, you don't need to see it. If you have a car and you notice that like your tint has like scratches going in it in different places, like here and here, it's probably because these guys break off. So this guy's taped up. What happens is right here, it's just like such a little bit of metal, it eventually breaks and scratches your window. So the other issue that I'm actually dealing with is, other than slow window motors, this bar here lets your window go up and down, up and down. I don't know if you can see it in there, but I can't even find it now. Mine's broken. So the part where it attaches to the metal of the window, it has popped out of. I don't want to take all this apart and do a bunch of different things or have to rivet new metal in. I think I have a fix. I'm going to figure it out and see if it works and show you guys. But that's what we're doing. So I still have to take that door panel off, so I will show you guys how to take off a door panel in case you don't know how. But what I will be doing is fixing things like this, hopefully figuring out a do-it-yourself fix for all of us to be able to use for this. And over here is where your window motors are. This one may have been replaced already with some rivets. You can see here that this is probably cut up. These holes wallow over time, so we've made a plate that simply goes in here so that there's metal now that you're reattaching the motor to so it doesn't wallow out. And also wiring. We're going to have a express up and express down put on this. And this motor is always slower because it never gets full voltage. So we have a relay kit that's going to actually send full voltage over there. All right, but first, let's get started with something simple. This guy. All right, not much to this. We sell a kit. Lots of people sell these. You get, in ours, at least 2, so that you can do usually both doors. But in case both are broken, you have 2 to fix at least the one door. You're literally just going to take a 10mm, unscrew it, screw it back in. You'll notice it's slotted. That's because you can actually adjust this so that you can get the window to go where you want to. I'll do another video later showing all the different adjustment points so that you can get your T-tops to stop leaking. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go unbolt that and bolt this one in. One more thing, while I'm in there, I'm gonna replace the other one and just bolt a new one also. It's kind of hard to see in here, but the structure, the way the metal is bent and shaped, these should actually last longer. So I'm gonna go and replace them both. All right, let's flip it around. And here we go, 10mm. Literally just loosen that up. Loosen that up. Don't really need the wrench now. Like I said, this one's still good, but I'm gonna replace it just to be safe. Yeah, it's pretty nasty looking anyway. Okay, toss that one on there. I'm gonna get that bolt later. Take this guy off. dropped in. Okay. We're reaching in my pockets for the new one. So this guy right in here. I'm gonna keep these loose until I have the window full working again so that I can adjust it. But she's pretty good for now. Okay, that's good for now. Get my other bolt. And brand new one for you too. I can barely feel my fingers. I was using crazy glue gel earlier, and now of course my hands are completely covered in it. Alrighty. Alright, and that's that, guys. Once the door's off, this is obviously super simple. 2 brand new guides. You can see the window here is going to rub up and down on it, but now it's got a nice thick pad of felt. Let's see what we can see here of what we had before. You know, from the factory. See this on all the cars. As close as I can get, you can kind of see how their bend lines are kind of junk. And let me rip this off. Damn, I put a lot of tape on this thing. Okay, it's broken. You can imagine what broken metal looks like. It was broken when I opened the door. Now that reminds me I need to look at the other half of it in the bottom of the door. But these are fixed, so let's move on to fixing the bottom of the window. Okay, so here's what that looks like broken. So you can go to focus, there we go. And that's why your tint looks like Morse code, just scratching along this thing. So okay, I'm gonna crank it up. I'm gonna roll that window up. I'm gonna find my keys. Yeah, let me find my keys, then I'm gonna crank. Let me find my keys, I'm gonna crank it up, roll that window up, show you guys how it's. This one's not even that slow. I'm mainly doing this because of the passenger one, but I'm just kind of doing everything while I'm in there. But I'll show you how it goes, and then I'll get on to trying my little fix. So I got a roller that I put on the end of a nut with kind of a set screw grab, whatever you call these little grippers. I want to see if I can use this as a replacement part, because mine basically probably looked like that. It was just kind of riveted to this piece of metal, and the metal wallows and it pops out. So I'm hoping that since the metal wallows anyway, you have to replace the metal and re-rivet it, I can fix it with a nut and a washer. So let's find some keys and get that going. Okay. Now, let's see how she does. Why is my window not even working at all now? That makes actually 0 sense. The other one work? No? Okay. Yeah, I have absolutely 0 reason why, but it just didn't work, and now it does. So I'm guessing a short in the switch because I got the passenger moving no problem. So let's try this again. Okay. Here we go. Going up. Okay, and here's where my other problem starts. This piece here is not attached. This needs to be attached. So yeah, actually this part right here is supposed to be attached to this track. That's how far over this thing is. I'm not even going up in the triangle where it's supposed to. So this is the issue that I have to address. The fact that this guy popped off. And I don't even think it's that. Actually, no, here it is. There is what you're looking for. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can find my finger. Oh, way up here. That guy is what is supposed to be in the metal and popped out. And he's supposed to be in the metal right there. So I'm going to see if I can swap him out for that nut piece. Okay, so let me just show you the parts again before I get down in there, because I'm not sure how much you can see, but think that basically what's in there is probably like this was. Where's their focus? It's a roller. It rivets in. I'm not getting a good focus, so I'm sorry. Let me just try this. There you go. So, you see the bottom of it? This would have just riveted in. I want to figure out a way to just simply replace it with that guy. This uses a nut, and I think that if it's definitely the same diameter. I've already checked that. Anyway, it's same diameter. I've already checked that. I'm hoping that the hole's close enough. If not, I'll get it drilled out, and then instead of having to rivet the door, rivet the window back onto the guide and removing like the door skin or something, this will be an easier fix. So I'm going to start diving in. Never done this before, just really hoping that this is a solution I can come up with for myself as well as you guys. So let's go see how it goes. Okay, got the car cranked back up. I'm going to go ahead and finish letting this window go up. It's going to be nasty, and I got to guide it. Hold on. Okay, so let's use our tripod. Okay, so I need to use both hands to guide her on up. Again, if I can go back over and then back on the track, and I'll show you what's happening. So here, because I haven't set these guides, it's not going in like it's supposed to, and probably going to break them. So let me take this down. Let me slide these guys in. Guide the window with my shoulder. Good Lord. Now they're in there. Nope. Still missed that one. Man, this guy's tight. Okay. Got some stuff figured out. First of all, slide these guys all the way forward to make sure that the window stops go inside the holes. I have a piece that moves up and down here. I'm trying to not remove this. I'm hoping that this bolt up here allows me to slide the broken piece out, and then I'll see if my new piece matches and if I can fix the hole and stuff. I'm just trying to give you a rough, I know it's not a good focus, I'm giving you a rough geography because I'm going to turn the camera around, show you where I put these guys, and show you what I'm talking about in here. Okay, so starting up here, a good reference point is just slide them all the way forward. That way you can make sure that this comes up in the hole like it's supposed to. Now, moving on, what I'm trying to do is, see if I can find the piece first. There it is. So, that piece, let's come down even a little further. That piece right there. That guy, if I can get a focus. No, he's too close to get a focus. Anyway, so this guy right here, he broke off. You can't see exactly where he was on the window because I've got the window all the way up, but he cannot slide down this way because when I feel in here, I can feel that the track has like a stop to it. But he slides all the way up to here, and I'm going to assume this is just a little adjustment point to tell you where to stop the motor, stop the track, stop the window. And I'm hopefully going to remove that, slide it out, and then pull this piece out of here, show it to you guys. Hopefully it matches the other one and we can put them back in. I'm by myself, so I'm just going to do that and then show you. Okay, so I do seem correct so far. I've taken a 10 millimeter. I've loosened this guy off. You can see that he slides up. Pretty sure if I remove this bolt, that piece will come out and I can take the broken piece out as well. Let's see, there we go. Okay, that slid down. Well, let's find it and get it out. Okay, it's a pretty good sized piece of plastic that you're not getting a focus on at all. There we go. So far I've just removed that 10mm bolt and that stop. So now I'm going to reach in here, find this guy, see if I can slide it out. Got to get it past the window, which it did no problem. Okay, this guy looks pretty shot. Which we already know he is. I'm just going to push him out, let him drop. Of course he goes back. And okay, it's out. What else is down in here? Just you. Okay, so here is our broken piece, which already feels a little bigger. I'm suspect of my idea already. Obviously this actual piece is not broken. It's just the way it attaches on here has been popped off. Here, put that guy down there. Okay, so let's compare them. Yeah, mine's definitely smaller. So, you know, maybe I can like take some guts apart and switch them around. But what else is going on in here? Padding things falling off. Okay, well, I got these parts out. Let me regroup and we'll see what I do. You know what, guys? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take this guy, put him on the ground so you can see him again. I put it in the track. It fits. It doesn't come out. It'd be nice if it was a little bigger, but oh well. So I want to see how well it actually works. So let's put it in here first. Oh. I can get the shot. There we go. And she goes in. And let's get her past the metal here. Okay. She's in there. You know, like I said, she's a little, not even that much looser than the factory one. So now I'm going to see if I can get this to connect to that where it needs to go. So I'm going to have to lower the window a little bit, get these to line up and see what happens. Okay, and I can finally give you guys a clear view of the problem. So this big hole right here, yes, I was wrong, please don't grill me. This big hole right here is what this originally went into, and it popped out. So I'm hoping that this little guy can go through the hole with a washer on the other side and be a fix for this problem. You'll notice it's cracked here, so I'm definitely going to use a big washer on the other side. Let me try to figure out a way to sandwich that together, but the best thing to do would be to weld this. My only concern is welding while the metal's attached to glass and tempering it and shattering it and whatever happens with glass and hot metal. So let's see if I can get it working. Okay, well, I had a washer laying next to me, so I used it between here. Wanted to use a washer on the back side, but there's not a lot of thread. I mean, there's enough thread to tighten it, but not enough thread probably to use a washer there also. So I definitely need to JB weld this area at least. But I'm going to crank it up and see if it kind of works. Okay, here we go. Let's go down with it. That sounds way nicer than it sounded in a long time. Let's go up. Oh my gosh. Yay. Okay, I gotta put that stop in up there. Yay. This works. Okay, I can make a better version of this fix and know that, praise the Lord Jesus in heaven, this works. Okay, if you have broken flappy windows, you know my pain. If you don't, you think I'm nuts, but I'm super stoked. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, so it actually goes up and down. All that works great. I'm not sure which goes first. I'm not sure if this guy breaks first and then that causes too much tension to pop this guy out, or if this guy's already got tension popping out, then the extra pressure breaks that or not. But once I figure it all out and have the best parts, I'll try to make a little kit that includes everything you need to just open it up and do either, you know, maintenance or preventive maintenance, you know. All right, so now I also want to show you that the felt pieces also came with shims. You can use these, I'll have to check in another video. You should be able to use them on your T-tops as well, but you can obviously use them right there to lift it up and higher. Yeah, I'm not sure what else that would do besides raise it up, but we'll save that for another video. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna keep my stops a little loose. I've already rolled the window up and down inside the car with the T-top off, and everything looks kosher. I'm going to put the T-top on, and then I'm gonna roll the window up and down. If it's where it's supposed to be, you know, then I'll tighten the stops there, I'll drop them down to where the window is, or bring it up, whatever needs to happen. So right now it kind of rocks a little at the top. I want to figure out why I'm getting a seesaw action, so I'll look in there and try to figure that out, and then we'll start rolling it up and closing this video out, because I'm not doing all that other stuff today. So today is going to be simply showing you guys fixing the guides and coming up with an actual nice little fix for the sweep, for the track guide. I'll show you guys the part number for that. So it was just like a help little package that came with like 3 different ones, and I knew that one was in there, so I got them. So I'll grab that package for you guys. Anyone trying to just do this right now and fix it right now, I'll get you that part number to do what I just did today. All right, let's see how she goes up with her T-top on. And before I forget, this is the package I bought. So this is Dorman, part number 74430. Not sure where the best focus range is for that. Let me just put this down, pick this up. Okay, that's better. So Dorman 74430, and you know, that's it. Find it in your help section, find it on Amazon. Sure, it's all the regular places, and it's cinematic, so it's horrible focus. There you go. Okay, let's get a T-top on. Okay, well actually so far so good. First test was I just shut the door, and the window didn't catch or anything. It maybe could go up a slight bit. Seems pretty good. It's just back to where it was from the factory. So if I just shut it, donk. I definitely need to put some sound deadener in this drum, but let's get in here, let's crank it up and see how it does. All right, let's crank her up. Let's bring the door in. Let's do the nastiest thing you can do. Let's shut it with the window down. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's got a little rock to it. Okay, so I'll let you watch it. A little bit of rock at the end, but watch it come down. Definite rock. So, with the door closed completely. Ugh. Still hear so much rattling in there, so that's something I'm going to try to get rid of. I'm going to try to make sure the window is kept by all the things it's supposed to be kept by, right where it's supposed to be kept by them, and add some sound deadening and some foam so that that sounds better. In the meantime, let's just roll it up and see where she wants to be. Okay, I still don't like the fact that my leading side trails. It's a little slower and rocks into place. So I'm going to make sure there's nothing pivoting, but other than that, I'm going to tighten this up and be done with it for today. Okay, so now there's a lot of other places that tell the window where to stop and where not to stop. This is one of them. It's not even catching there. So I kind of need to drop my stop down a little bit, or bring it up actually. Sorry that you can't see this too well. Need to bring that up. This seems okay. This one in there seems okay. But I gotta look around and start seeing other places that catch it. So that is just a part of the track. Obviously a part of the track. I'm gonna adjust this guy and see what else needs to happen, and then put the door back on. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see it, but I made that one little adjustment so that that right there now sits there. I loosened this, dropped it down, tightened it, and now I'm gonna put the door panel back on and close this video out. All right, time to close her out. Let's see what she does. Didn't sound too bad. Let's do it again. Sounds pretty solid. Anchor her up. That one is already up. Let's take her down. Like mono hands. Yay. And goes up. And that's the end of that. So this little door fix works. If you guys are having the same problems, you can get that little 3-piece set, use one piece out of it, get your window going back up. I will come back and I will do the window motors and the fixed plates and the wiring kits and probably some sound deadening, and I think that's it. But that's definitely it for today. So grab yourself some window tracks off eBay. I started to say they're cheap, but they're really not. They're like $20 each. But grab some of those. If your window's flopping around, get that little Dorman, whatever that part number was, and get back on the road. All right, if you guys had any questions, let me know. There will be a part 2 and a part 3. I don't know when, but they will come. Have a great one.